Hey guys, welcome back. If you couldn't tell from the title already, I'm going to be reviewing, swatching, and duping all 6 of the Kylie Jenner Lip Kits. If you have tried to get the Kylie Jenner Lip Kits, then you know how difficult it is to receive it because they literally sell out within 5 minutes. Honestly, it felt a little bit like the Hunger Games, and I had such a huge adrenaline rush actually buying it that I was like dizzy afterwards. It was ridiculous. Why do we get like this over lipstick? I don't know. I think it's because there's just so much hype surrounding this product, so I really want to put them to the test myself and give you guys my fully honest, unbiased opinion. As always, I'm always 100% honest with you guys. Like, I don't even need to say it because you know. And so without further ado, let's get into it. As always, we're gonna start off with the basics. So this is what the liquid lipstick as well as the matching lip liner comes in. Now, this set is $30 US. You're getting $30 for both a lip liner and a liquid lipstick. So that means that they're $15 each. So if you break it down like that, they're actually a lot less expensive than a lot of the liquid lipsticks that are on the market. For example, the Anastasia liquid lipsticks are around the $20 range. So this is what the packaging looks like for the actual liquid lipstick. I gotta say that the quality and the feel of the liquid lipstick feels really nice. It does not feel cheap whatsoever. It has a little bit of a weight to it. There's 0.11 fluid ounces of product in this liquid lipstick. As for the applicator, it's a typical doe foot applicator. This is like an applicator that you see very often with liquid lipsticks. Now, as for the actual scent of the lipstick, I sort of expected it to smell a little bit more vanilla, but I find this to be almost like cherry, strawberry, sweet tart, vanilla. It's a very sweet and sugary scent. Personally, I don't like the scent at all. I find it to be way too sweet and it sort of smells very, very artificial to me. So for me personally, I don't like the scent, but the scent doesn't linger on your lips. As soon as you apply it, it goes away. So it's not like you're gonna be smelling it throughout the whole entire day if you don't like the scent. So the actual formula of the liquid lipstick is quite a thin formula. I would like to compare it to the ColourPop formula. It has that very same like watery thin consistency. So when I first saw that I had that consistency, it scared me a little bit because normally those really thin consistencies are very drying on the lips, but I was very surprised to find out that this is probably one of the least drying liquid lipsticks that I've tried thus far. I don't find myself wanting to sort of like rip it off my lips. Of course, they're liquid lipsticks. It sort of comes with the territory that they're going to be drying since they do sort of suction cup and dry matte to the lips. But comparing them to other liquid lipsticks that I have, it's definitely on the lower end of the drying spectrum. Like for example, the ColourPop liquid lipsticks are way more drying than this one. I would compare these to the Dose of Color liquid lipsticks. They have the same type of feeling. They're both very comfortable and very doable. So as soon as you apply the product to your lips, it literally dries within like 3 seconds. So when you touch your lips together, it does not feel tacky or sticky. As far as the opacity, I do find that they go on completely opaque with one swipe. You really are able to get a full color payoff with a small amount of product, which is really key for a liquid lipstick because you only want to really apply a thin layer of the liquid lipstick so that it doesn't crumble, because if you do layer this liquid lipstick and you put layer on top of layer on top of layer, it's bound to crumble. So I found the best way to apply this product is to apply a very thin layer, and you're really able to do it with this because it is really nicely opaque, so you're able to get away with a small amount of product. Now, as far as the wear time of the liquid lipstick, I do find them to wear really, really well. I find them to wear even better when you do layer it with the lip liner. I find them to wear off very, very evenly. They don't get patchy on me, so it's almost like a base layer for the liquid lipstick. The one thing that I've noticed about this liquid lipstick that I did not really like is that it almost creates like this whitish line right in this area right over here, like right where your mouth gets wet when you talk. That sounds so gross, but it does go away if you just like rub your finger over it. It sort of just like gets rid of it. Now, as far as the formula of the lip liner, I do really like this lip liner. It actually reminds me a lot of the ColourPop lip liner. However, it's a little bit more long wearing than the ColourPop lip liners. They're very, very creamy lip liners. Like when I swatch it, it just crumbled. Because they are so creamy, as you can see, it just happened. It sometimes crumbles, so you can't really press too hard on it. Another thing that I want to mention, because the lip liners are so creamy, I find that you actually have to sharpen them quite a lot because they wear down very, very, very quickly. I find almost after 2 uses, it gets really, really dull and you have to sharpen it. So I feel like you'd probably go through this pretty quickly. As far as the consistency throughout the line, I have not been able to really tell too much of a difference. They all really seem to feel the same on my lips. They wear the same. Now, as far as the actual color color selection. I do really like the color selection. They're not extremely unique colors. As you can see, I have quite a bit of dupes to show you guys today. They're very trendy right now, but they're definitely not like crazy different colors that you can't really find anywhere else. So overall, do I think that these liquid lipsticks are worth the hype? I personally think that these lipsticks are actually worth the hype just because her name is on the product. I feel like there's already these huge preconceived ideas. So I really just wanted to try out this liquid lipstick without even thinking that it was Kylie's liquid lipstick. And to be honest with you, I do think that they are worth the hype. I do think they're really nice liquid lipsticks. Like I said, they're one of the most comfortable liquid lipsticks that I've tried thus far. Do I think the colors are groundbreaking? No, they're really not. There are other liquid lipsticks that are out there that also have a really nice formula and that are way more accessible and that you don't have to like have heart palpitations as you're ordering it to make sure that you get it. But if you're able to get your hands on it, I think it's a great lip liner. I think it's a great liquid lipstick and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. So now that we have the review out of the way, let's actually swatch the liquid lipsticks and I'm also going to show you the dupes. So I'm going to swatch them on my lips and then I will show you the dupes on my hands. So let's get started. So the first color that I'm wearing on my lips is Candy K. This is a really pretty light mauve nude. This is my favorite color, that it does dry darker on my lips than it looks in the tube. So the next color I'm going to swatch is going to be Dolce K. Candy K has way more pink undertones, whereas Dolce is more of a medium tone nude. So you can see the lip liner just glides on very smoothly. And then I like to fill in my lips with the lip liner. And then I take the liquid lipstick and I apply a very thin layer on my lips. And you can see it matches the lip liner perfectly. So this is what Dolce K looks like. So I also want to show you that it is transfer proof and it already dried. I've had this on for literally 5 seconds. Nothing. All right, so next I'm going to be swatching Koko K, which is much more of a baby pink and less nude when you compare it to Candy K, which is a pretty similar color. So this is what Koko K looks like. I really, really love this color. Candy K is probably my #1 favorite, but Koko K is definitely my 2nd favorite. So next we have True Brown K. It's brown. Simple as that. I'm actually not going to apply the lip liner with this just so you guys can see that you still can get a precise line with this applicator. This is True Brown K. Again, this does dry a lot darker on the lips than it looks in the tubes. Next we have Posie K, which is really pretty mauve pink shade. So this is Posie K. This is probably one of my lesser favorites of the bunch. I still think it's a really pretty color, but I do prefer the other ones. Last but not least, we have Mary Jo K, which is a really, really beautiful classic red shade. So here we have Mary Jo K. It's a really beautiful bright red. Also makes your teeth look really, really white, which I am mad at. It's strange because I find this one actually looks lighter on the lips than it does in the tube. So now that you guys have a good idea of what the colors look like, let me show you some really great alternative dupes that I think you're really gonna like. So now let's move on to the dupes. So here are all the dupes for Candy K. Candy K is right over here, and this is the Candy K lip liner. The first dupe right at the top is MILANI number 61 Matte Naked. Of course, it's not a liquid lipstick, it is a lipstick, so the texture is different. The second dupe that I found is Colored Rain Mars. This has a touch more red undertones. The last dupe that I found is MAC Velvet Teddy. Velvet Teddy is just a little bit more brown. So here we have Dolce K as well as the Dolce K lip liner, and that is the Urban Decay Matte Revolution lipstick in 1993. It's basically the exact same color. The only difference again is the texture. So next we have Koko K. This is the Koko K liquid lipstick and the lip liner. The first dupe that I have is ColourPop MIDI. This is probably almost an exact dupe of the color. The second color that I found that is similar, but it does definitely have its differences, is the Tarte lip paint in Namaste. The Tarte color is definitely a lot more nude, but I still wanted to give it an honorable mention. The last color that I found that is quite similar to Koko K is Dose of Color Stone. I would say it's just a touch darker, but again, on the lips, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Next, we have Mary Jo K, which is probably the easiest color to dupe. You can see all these colors basically look exactly the same. The first dupe that I have on top is Stila Fiery. The second dupe is another liquid lipstick. This is American Doll from Anastasia. Last but not least, OFRA Atlantic City is another exact dupe. Next, we have True Brown K, which is right over here with the lip liner. The first dupe that I have is OFRA Brooklyn. This is literally the exact same color. The second dupe that I have is JEFFREE Star Dominatrix. Again, this is basically the exact same color. Next, we have Posie K, which is right over here. I've got, as you can see, a lot of exact dupes. The first one is STILA PATINA. This is the Sephora liquid lipstick. I'm not exactly sure which number this is because it did rub off, but I will put it in the description box down below. But again, the exact same color. Here is a really great affordable dupe. This is the MILANI liquid lipstick in Precious. Now, if you like this color but you don't like liquid lipsticks, then this Kat Von D lipstick in Magic is a really great dupe. This is the last one right over here. It's Again, the exact same color, just in a lipstick form. So that's it for my reviews, swatches, and dupes on the Kylie Jenner lip kits. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know, as always, what your thoughts are. Are you gonna pick one up? Have you tried them? What do you think? Definitely let me know. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a video all about drugstore dupes. Now, I